Where am I? We'll call the meeting to order, council meeting of April 13th. I'd like to acknowledge that we are on the unceded lands of the Mi'kmaq, and let's stand for the singing of O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Record of attendance, full house, no absent with regrets. Any declarations of conflict of interest, anyone? Certainly declare at the time of the agenda item. Approval of the agenda. So I do have additions, which we are aware of, but I just listed them. Under 14A, purchase and sale agreement. B, intermunicipal agreement. C, project charter. And D will be the project development agreement. Any other additions or deletions? Okay. Councillor Lesser, seconded by Councillor Bell. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. Thank you. Okay, let's approve some minutes of Town Council March 9th, 2023, please.
So moved.
Councillor Cleveland, second by Councillor Bell. Any discussion on those? All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary? Motion carried. Committee of the Whole, March 23rd. Okay, Councillor Heather, second by Deputy. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. And Special Town Council, March 23rd.
So moved.
Councillor Cleveland, second by Councillor Heather. Any discussion on this? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. No public hearing this evening. Nothing under business arising. Okay, so new business. Procurement policy amendment, excuse me, standing offers. So the recommended motion there is that council amend the procurement policy to permit the use of standing offers for purchases of all values and from purchasing groups, associations, and other sources where deemed appropriate for municipal government. Councillor Bell, seconded by Councillor Heather. Any discussion on this one or questions? CAO can answer anything. We're good? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. Request to present the Western Nova Scotia Local Immigration Partnership.
Your Worship, I'd like to make that motion that
Okay.
we allow them to present.
Okay. Second by Councillor Dayers. So Lindsay will set that up when, okay. Any discussion on this one? Okay, all those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. We have tender results. Harrington Avenue sidewalk. The recommended motion there is that council award the Harrington Avenue sidewalk tender to Aberdeen Paving in the amount of $417,764.40 plus HST. Councillor Lesser, seconded by Deputy Mayor. Go ahead, Councillor Dayers.
I imagine there are other people in town that would be thinking that, this may not be a priority, that their street has been there longer, and why don't we have a sidewalk? I'd like to point out that the Harrington Avenue sidewalk is a necessity because it's in a particularly dangerous area. There was an accident there within the last, I think, 2 years where a lady pushing a stroller was hit by a car. And the reason being is that when you go up that hill, at a certain time of day, you're blinded by the sun. So it was deemed to be a priority for the fact that it was definitely a hazardous area, and I just wanted to say that's why it rose to the top of the list.
Okay. So I see it's 480. Did I give the wrong number?
No, 417 plus HST.
No, Your Worship.
Oh, plus HST, because when you got I say bargain, but when you made the deal, it looks like it was about 15%.
Right, Your Worship, the tenders, all bids were well above our available budget. And so the engineer negotiated out some elements with the low bidder.
Yes.
So it was a unit price tender, so just removed some units essentially. And the project is not compromised, and we'll still be able to do it through reallocating some money, as the engineer indicates, from the Broadbrook work that we probably won't have the permits to execute this year anyway, to redirect that funding into the sidewalk to give us the ability to award.
Good.
Okay.
When you look at the original amount, it's the same as, it's within a couple $100 of, that's why I just looked and said comes up to 480 with the tax, which was, okay, so are we good with this one, folks? Okay, all those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. Okay, council advisory reports. Committee of the whole, there you go, Deputy.
I recommend a motion that council direct staff to simplify and update the license bylaw.
Okay, so moved. Have a seconder? Second by Councillor Cleveland. Any discussion on this one? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary? Motion carried.
Recommend a motion that council appoint Catherine Davidson to the Police Advisory Board.
Okay, second by Councillor Bell. Any discussion on that one? Okay, have we notified her? Or we notify her after this is ratified? Yeah, I know that. Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary? Motion carried.
Recommend a motion that council adopt the honorarium and attendance policy as recommended by staff.
Okay. Second by Councillor Heather. Okay. Any discussion on that one? All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary? Motion carried.
I recommend a motion that council rescind the COVID-19 vaccination policy requiring all employees to be vaccinated by January 14th, 2022.
Rescind. Okay, moved and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Contrary? Motion carried.
I recommend a motion that council send a letter to Rebecca Cassidy thanking her for her dedication to the doctor recruitment program.
Okay. Second by Councillor Heather. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. Okay, planning, we didn't do planning. Okay, thank you, Councillor. Any reports for information? Questions for committee chairs? Is there anything there? I may as well throw this out here. I have tickets from YCon. I think what I'll do is send out an email, though, I guess. I have tickets and I'm not available, so they sent a ticket for me to go and maybe, share some words or designate, and then I think there were an extra couple tickets anyway, so I'll just send a note out. Just think about that. It's a great event, and the numbers just keep climbing. I think it's that first few days of June. Yeah. So I'm just not available. I don't think I'll be in the province, so I'll just send that out. You're there anyway. Okay, so good. All right, go ahead, Councillor. That's you.
Did I? Oh, I apologize. That was a mistake.
I thought maybe you just wanted to have a chat or something. No. Anything else? Committee chairs? Did anybody want to ask anybody anything? We're good? Okay. Okay, so additions. Purchase and sale agreement. So how do you want this motion to go, CAO?
Your worship, these documents have been negotiated and are intermunicipal in nature, and they aren't approved until all parties approve them. So each of the councils will be asked to consider these 4 documents independently before they're actually approved or signable, I guess. So a motion for each, just to say that council approves the, whether it's the purchase sale agreement,
Okay.
development agreement, so on. Just a simple motion.
Okay, all right, so the recommended motion for 14A would be that council approve the purchase and sale agreement. Okay? Councillor Bell, second by Councillor Lesser. Any discussion on this one? All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. B, the recommended motion is that council approve the intermunicipal agreement. Councillor Heather, second by Councillor Bell. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. 14C, the recommended motion is that council approve the project charter. Councillor Heather, second by Councillor Dayers. Discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. And 14D, the recommended motion is that council approve the project development agreement. Councillor Lesser, seconded by Deputy Mayor. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. Ooh. Approval of invoices. Okay, the motion there is that various invoices be approved for payment. Moved by the Deputy Mayor, second by Councillor Lesser. Discussion on this one? All those in favor? Aye. Contrary? Motion carried. Date of next meeting is May 11th. And do we have something in camera? Okay, so let's make a motion to go in camera. Okay, Councillor Lesser, second by the Deputy. All those in favor? Contrary?